Onyx were able to beat out a lot of the trapping heroes with Khalid, with the open up. Now with the Selena too, that makes it extremely difficult for Chip, especially considering we're not in the dangerous grass map, Arashi. We're in the flying cloud, so you won't actually get any value with the Chip, right? Because your shortcuts are literally a better flying cloud. Claude though gets picked up with the Arlet. Arlet I like. With flying clouds, you get to places a bit better. You can flank. I mentioned it earlier. I think Arlet's a pretty good choice. But the question is, this is an independent Arlet. There's not much CC coming in from the others.
Yeah, he's only relying on being able to punish Navi for a dive. And looking at it, both teams don't really have the tankiest front lines. And Navi definitely has the bigger burst damage, dude. In the early game, level 2 in particular, Selena Khalid, that's a healthy dose of physical and magical damage. And on top of that, the Esmeralda.
Okay.
Yep, this was mentioned by Mirko. Esmeralda is obviously going to be one of the most top-picked heroes to will be witness of the first ever new map. This is the first game, the first match of the day. Geek Fam against Navi. And mlbb forced to flicker.
Uh-oh, no flicker. Apro with a flicker. 2 concussive blast. First blood to Apro.
Immediately flickers in to get that kill. Dude, tempo. You want to talk about tempo, dude? With the strong fighters on the side lane.
This is him.
This is the comp to really, get the things going. Clash of eras here from the veteran mlbb and the young blood Afro. Well, we saw the earlier first blood. We'll see if that is the toll here, because with the Khalid, man, there's just so much pressure here that mlbb has to kind of stave off. Again, both teams can really do well when they get ahead, but Navi particularly so. So Geek Fam need to be extra careful here.
A jerk can start for both goal laners too.
You gotta remember the big change. I would actually say the big change isn't the map. Like, the map is a good bonus. The real big change is the gold you get from minions getting decreased, the gold you get from creeps getting decreased, and the passive gold increasing. That is what makes these picks, like the fighter gold lanes, come back into meta. Now you don't need to farm per se. You can just go for fights and fights and fights. And remember, if you snowball early, it's very difficult to come back through farming. Even if you split push on the Claude, on the Moscows later on, it's still tough.
Emblems, Arashi.
Emblems with gains max. Agility, Wilderness Blessing for Cars. So it's an active roaming heavy style where Gobs has the physical blood to kind of have a bit of an edge in the laning phase. But with this kind of pressure from the mid lane bleeding out, I don't know if Gobs can find something. And look at this Ukir. Always going on mlbb whenever there's an opportunity, making sure that he's just too low to even risk walking up to the danger zones.
And that was the point I was about to make, right, Mirko? The players of both teams are now inclined to take fights. They're inclined to take skirmishes because the vision gold as well does really good, especially when you can scout out enemies and you can't really rely on farming anymore. And Geek Fam, they want to go in, but it's going to be Navi with a clean turtle take.
Yeah.
There was a red tree usage by Makis there, it seems like. So immediately Navi rotate towards the purple, trying to take it away still. Oh, mlbb.
He's gonna be all in over to Andoryu. Final slash landing to Andoryu. Oh, gets the pure hook here. Traces away. And off the Blazing Duet coming down as well as Cars rotates forward. Shive taken low. Is able to dash away. Makins jumps with the puncture. Phantom execution. Takes him down. That's another Abyssal Arrow landing. Cars will be there to provide support, but it will be a win for Geek Fam in the brawl.
How did Geek Fam win that, Arashi?
It's AoE, man. mlbb kind of put Navi in a difficult situation. They have the big AoE moves. Teleportation by Gopay though.
Are we living in an alternate timeline, alternate universe? Because everyone's up for Navi, and it's apparent because Navi is setting the tempo straight now.
Oh boy. After that fight though, I think there's a bit more spirit for Geek Fam. Again, if they do get a full-on proper fight, if they go for a 5v5 without a chance for Navi to kind of harass, to kind of burst someone down, you saw that even this early on, there was a healthy amount of damage coming through from Kenziski.
I think the Khalid too really enables the players of Navi to not be fearful of the chip presence as well. You have the counter engage with the Raging Sandstorm if the chip comes close to crash course, and now Navi, it seems like they are setting the tempo straight. But look at mlbb. He has a flank angle. This might be scary. He pops the deal.
Has Traceless, gets but he's able to get through.
The Blazing Duet!
Goms able to go for the flicker. Kenzie, with the Blazing Duet there. Oh, good Traceless to avoid the final slash on Pro. Doing a whole lot of damage, gets all in there. His able to heal up with the Raging Sandstorm, gets away. Cars find a whole lot of time. Abyssal Arrow from Ukir lands, and now it's the all in from Navi. Another Abyssal Arrow, stunning mlbb up as Cars will be dancing Final slash coming down. The damage is too much for Geek Fam to handle. Navi push in mid, they go for Turtle 2, and it is yellow domination.
It gets brawlier, Rashi.
Man, that was all Andoryu though. He was targeted and he was able to kite back and even outplay there. Perfect usage of the Mountain Shocker to kind of stall out Gobs and the Traceless just to avoid all of that, advances from Geek Fam there. Oh man.
Oh, Beloyski crash course. I think Ook here, man.
Him too, for sure. Those missile arrows are landing in the right moment as well, but Geek Fam really got baited by Andoryu there.
Yep.
He is going to be the late game presence as well, the backline for Navi, so you can understand why Geek Fam really want to get their hands onto Andoryu.
Bob's able to get his DHS or Acto for the CC, for Sive. So it's all about the fight. It's all about him surviving too, and as of now, Geek Fam, they are just pummeled back. I mean, the neutral objective is up in 70 seconds, so as of now, all they can focus on is just trying to re-establish the lanes, re-establish control of lost choke points. For Navi, it's just maintaining yet again a tempo on the map. And as of now, what can Geek Fam really do?
Well, they're gonna wait for some more power spikes first of all, and then go for a proper 5v fight where they can get a big combo with Gobs and Kinziski. Because again, you wanna try and skirmish against Navi. Don't talk about the mid lane pressure they have going on right now. Even the side lanes, the Esmeralda and the CC are gonna arrive to fights a lot faster than Geek Fam's counterparts. So Geek Fam has to try and see if it's beatable. Here comes the Clouds though.
Yeah,
Kid on Cloud.
Hey.
Welcome, Gobs.
Yeah, I do want to talk about, again, the leads being a bit more deceptive. Because the 2,000 gold lead is more like a 5,000 gold lead now in this patch. Just because of how hard it is to come back to minions. Car's going to be all in, has a flicker out. It's super tanky here. The rest of the team, oh my lord, that was a big falling Star Moon into the Mountain Shocker. CC going to pick up a turret up top. I think they'll take that trade, Cars for turret.
Is this the reason why they picked up the Esmeralda too, to really, establish that gold lead? Especially when the Esmeralda can easily rotate and get fights going.
Well, it's the other oppressive laner set on the radar.
Oh, great one there. Crash course and it's done with the traction pulse. And Thuriso finds it. Kenzie with a blazing duet. Opro now jumps into the midst of it all. Shive going to be knocked down by Maked. Has to retreat. Takes him down. Navi backing away. Took a fight without Cars. And it will be a steal in the jungle.
Is this the comeback angle that Geek Fam's looking for? As of now, Navi still holds the lead though.
Yeah, Navi needs to be careful about trading neutral objectives for bodies like that, because again, they are a team that wants to play with tempo, right? They want to snowball. So if they keep trading like this, they're allowing Geek Fam at least some form of trades here. Hey, whereas if they went for the kills instead, technically can deny that neutral objective take from Geek Fam as well. But soon after, the more Cars really scales up here and gets more items, the more difficult he's going to be to deal with for Geek Fam too. So Geek Fam themselves are working against the clock as well.
Game back by Gope. This marks the debut of CC Gold Lane and MPL ID Season 16 after last being used by CW. Unk W in MPL ID Season 13 Grand Finals when they were up against Evos.
W Unk, that's an MPL ID. More recently in MPL Philippines, shoutouts to Benny Cutie and TNC Pro Team. Eto Max, XBTR by the way, pulled off the CC Gold too. Got a win.
And as of now, Navi, look at them just looking to really collapse the players of Geek Fam. Skypiercer for a boy. Kinziski's able to get his golden staff. But no corrosion sight. Doesn't the Cloud really want to join the fight quickly?
Well, at this point, I feel like the Cloud can kind of take a backburner for a little bit. The farming speed, it might be a bit more beneficial for him at the current time, because they're not trying to go for these big fights. They're trying to out-farm and make sure that they stay at a healthy gold level. As Afro looks for something, but Geek Fam respect it.
It's going to be fine. Now I think about it, I take a look at the Clouds. We need a Sun to be picked. So, and then we have a Sun
lore accurate
with a Cloud.
Sun.
Yeah, lore accurate Cloud right there. But
on you, Kenzie.
Navi, now they go for the stun.
Great Abyssal Arrow. The Athena Shield proc already. By the way, a change on the Athena Shield too, but we'll get to that later. Abyssal Arrow landing again. Man, Ukir's been landing these big ones as Cars just follows through. Kenzie gets a push down below. And again, we're going to see quite late 3-item power spikes just because of the change in minion gold.
All the kills for Geek, but Navi still able to retain the gold lead. Beloyski, it's going to be fine.
Well, it's the Lord's in the picture now. For Star Moon though.
Yeah, that's going to be the all-in. Good flicker out of the Abyssal Arrow. Gob's Vengeance in, and Dory the poke gets the Mountain Shocker on a boy. Forces the movement ability out. This Lord looks free. Cars is zoning Gobs in the back. There's no entry point. Maloyski pops the conceal, looking for flank already. Uki with the dash out, Makis jumps in earlier and forces Navi back. No shortcut yet. Down below, it was a push over, now it's to be the shortcut. Kenzie walks in, but he's all alone. What? Against two? Crazy duet, but it will be a solo. Apro in the back, able to go for the kill. Apro taking it away. Flickers out the safety as Cars gets locked down, is able to flicker out as well. It becomes 1-for-1 jungle for Rome.
What a play there from Kenziski, man. Getting the kill there was just so beneficial. And look at the gold swing immediately. Down to 1K. We see GeekFam struggle now to really deal with Cars. He can stay out there in the front indefinitely. But the clawed dive potential is something that Navi needs to respect.
Let's take a look at Navi. They still want to dance on this Lord. Geek still showing a lot signs of resurgence. There's a lot of ways to combo this Abyssal Arrow too. They have the Mountain Shocker, they have the Falling Star Moon. It enables Ukir to get the stuns going. But GeekFam, they play it smart. I mean, they send Make-Its down on the bottom lane, go forward to push on the minions. But it seems like GeekFam are still able to match the tempo, and they're winning on the fights, as Kenziski has the Corrosion Sight ready with the Swift Trinity.
Well, Navi's composition has to kind of stick together because they want to burst down and they're relatively short range. It allows Gobs a lot of opportunities to really go for a big setup. And now with the chip advantage too, you can see that the macro pressure is definitely there. Navi's trying to match it and they're going to get the turret on the bottom side. GeekFam though, they're going to try and make their move here.
Slow arrow, not going to land. The Lord, half HP.
Mountain Shocker revealing everybody below his key.
Reset.
Traction Pulse comes down, the Abyssal Arrow doesn't land, the mid lane will be pushed in by Navi. Hunter Strike by Shive. Another arrow, almost landing on a boy. They're holding onto the Lord really, really well, but Apro has a great position, might go for it. Veloci with the jump in. Shortcut not really landing. Apro, they're gonna be knocked out by the Lord. Now it's Dory wins it out! Two-man Raging Sandstorm. Kenzie with a blazing duet. Shive locking him down. Make-It's getting the kills. Cars is able to find Kenzie. Veloci falls as well. Cars in the back line wreaking havoc. Getting a double. Slays a boy. Gobs next to the chopping block. Or should I say the yo-yo swings. And Doryu gets a solo. And it is all Navi.
The wipeout and the triple kill from Cars and Navi. Born to win and born to destroy. GeekFam in shambles.
Beautiful play from Navi there. GeekFam is a team that usually thrives in those chaotic Lord takes, but Navi got their number right there, dude. They got the perfect setup with Cars in the front, and they're able to deny Kenziski the same dive play, and just like that, Andori was relatively untouched. And talking about Cars, 5-1 and 2 right now. This is dangerous because even earlier, you saw that GeekFam were trying their best to deal with this Esmeralda somehow, but Cars' HP didn't go down below the shield, by the way.
How can they utilize the clouds now? Because Navi, they're everywhere on the map. Opens up the vision too. They want to come in. The Lord marches into the base.
Beloyski's gonna be careful. Raging Sandstorm rocks him down with the Mountain Shocker. Bounce Flicker combo, bringing Shiva in already. Cars, that's gonna be the Falling Star move to lock Mr. Kenzie down. An Abyssal Arrow not landing. Gobs, no final slash, and Doryu dodges away from the stun. Gets a base turret in the far lane. And in the bottom lane, the minions are doing work. Taking the base turret down to just one hit away.
This is looking from bad to worse for GeekFam.
Definitely looking dangerous here. Talking about the burst potential. Ukir, Wishing Lantern, max HP damage, and Doryu with the BOD as well. So even Beloyski now with the Athenas, with the Dreadnought, it's gonna be really susceptible to just getting nuked down immediately. That fleeting time comes in here though, but with how the game has been going, I don't think Beloyski is gonna find a lot of moments to really use the shortcut to get a big play.
Well, with a nature purchase for Kenziski, and another item that is actually able to receive a buff is the blade armor, right? And it was purchased by Afu too. So the scaling from the physical defense will yield more reflectable damage. That's picked up as well. Is it to stop the Claude on damaging Afro?
I think that has to be it, because for everyone else, they're so behind right now. I don't think they can really threaten Afro, at least not without trading someone for Afro's life.
Yeah.
But with Kenziski, that's the big problem, right? Cars and Afro are the ones zoning so far, but Beloisi gets spotted.
Whoa!
Oh man, way too deep. And Doria though, oh, blazing the wow from Kenziski! Sheeving with a vengeance, that's gonna be the all-in, but Cars is doing so much, chases Kenzie down. A good flicker around as Ukir is still able to survive, but Makid will fall to the turret. Final slash brings Ukir back. He's able to dash away. Cars unable to get the kill on Kenzie, but might be able to clean everybody up. A boy very low, has the shield, but what is the shield to Esmeralda? Cars chasing in, one more hit, and he gets the unstoppable. Gobs next on the chopping block. It's Gobs' the final slash over the mini waves. Cars has to win a crown. He buys it, but there's no use for it. These two are just gonna go at it all day.
Beloisi had nothing to lose. He sprinted and he popped the crash course plus the shortcut. He was able to get a few setups that led to Andoryu's death, but still, Cars, what will stop this Esmeralda?
At this point, it's only Kenziski. That's the only real threat, but Cars already has the blade armor anyways. Here's a replay from that huge lunge overextension from Beloisi. But again, with the dive that they have, with the fact that they want to make sure they take out at least Andoryu here to delay the game even more, it worked out. But again, the Esmeralda problem persists. Look at Cars, he's gonna walk up against 3 members undeterred.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
The poke on Beloisi, he's gonna go in, pops in a shortcut, but Traceless comes in, and Beloiski's gonna get shredded down by Shive! Now in the back, Opro jumps in, Kenzie able to dodge away with the BMI, it's Bay Kids finally win the red tree battles, he pops in Blazing Web, Cars again gets the pick on a boy, and it's the all-in! They're chasing Geek Fam down! Gobs walking up, with a dash, and it's Andoryu who gets Kenziski! Next is Make Kids. They'll pop his HP bar. Gobs is forced to watch Esmeralda dance.
It's over. Gobs is just delayed. Cars is not going to send him home. The final slash is there, but the base is wide open.
GG. Navi win the first game of the new patch.
Not even the clouds were able to save Geek Fam. Navi